be live now.
I think we are live. I'm just going to check on my phone just to make sure that it's come through. Yeah, we're live.
Hello, people.
Well, that wasn't a nightmare to get set up. Thank you for bearing with me, and thank you to everyone in the group who may have been waiting for us to get live. I've just been like struggling to get the technology sorted, but we're here and we can chat. I've got a cup of tea. So welcome, Eppie, and anyone who's watching to this episode of Get to Know Essential Flow. And I just wanted to introduce you to the group, Eppie, and just talk to you a little bit about how you're using the oils and how you found them so far. And to, I guess, ask you about your life and your interests and your hobbies and what you like to do with your free time. So I guess we can start with that, really. Like, do you have any hobbies? Like, I know you're really into plants and stuff at the minute.
Just a bit. Tell the group. And I become very obsessed with things and then must buy all the things, and then I have no more space for all of those things. And currently it is plants, living plants. I think I went from, I had like a couple before and I used to kill them all, and then I had two that didn't need any looking after, and then we've gone into lockdown and I've probably got maybe 70 now.
Nice. That's a lot of plants. I think I have 5 and I struggle to keep them alive. So you're doing really well to keep 70 going.
Plants over there.
Nice.
I think just because, yeah, I think with lockdown, because I'm at home so much, working from home, I've just got the time to actually take care of them.
Yeah.
It's like each one, a lot of them have their own individual plant needs. They're all like, some are like really hardy and don't care if you forget about them. Others are really dramatic, and if you don't water them in 2 days, they go, woo!
Yeah, I've got, I think it's a spider plant. I think that's what it is, that's in the middle of my fireplace, and that's a very dramatic plant. If I don't water it for a few days, it's normally quite like upright, and its leaves kind of just stand quite proud, and after a few days it's like, oh my god, life is
yeah. Some of them as well, I've got to like move around the house a bit depending on the time of day because of like the sunlight coming in, and my plants, my thirsty plants that like humidity, which are all men like your tropical sort of like jungly plants, they all come for a shower with me, so it takes me half an hour before I even get in the shower to carry all the plants into the bathroom, put the shower on, like steam up a bit, and then they all watch me having a shower like the perverts they are.
It sounds very natural, and I wonder what it is you like about having the plants in the house.
I don't know, I've always liked the look of nature and greenery and animals, so I suppose it's just bringing that outside indoors. It just makes it feel nice, and I suppose they're giving me extra oxygen and cleaning my air for me, so
yeah. It makes me think of the film Jumanji, when there's that scene where like the monsoon happens inside the house and there's loads of like trees and stuff.
My house.
I can just imagine it ending up like that at some point. We'll just come to your house and it'll just be like a forest.
I'm running out of surface space, so my next step is to buy poles and hooks and macrame hangers and things to get them.
You could probably get into making those, actually. They look quite fun to make, the macrame hangers.
Yeah, they're nice. Very 70s.
So you've been using the oils for a few months now. How have you been finding them so far?
Yeah, I love them. I'm 110% probably over that convert to the oils. As you can probably tell from my spending habits, collecting oils as well.
I've definitely had a few concerned thoughts when I've seen the orders coming through, and I'm like, you can slow down, like they're going anywhere.
Yeah, well, I have slowed down now, but that's, yeah, so I feel like I have enough to be getting on with. I think because I'm just like, oh, I want all the smells, I want all the things, I want it all available to me now. So.
Yeah. Oh, I can absolutely relate to that. Like when I first signed up to doTERRA, I was looking at some of the like diamond leader kits and the every oil kits and stuff, and I think they're about £2,000. But I was like, genuinely, if I had the money,
I would
just
buy
sat there, I
I
would buy it. Like, I actually would. So I totally get where you're coming from. Like, it's just such a nice feeling when you get that new bottle of oil through and just having that first experience with it. It's so lovely, and yeah, there's so many to try, so I totally get where you're coming from with that.
Really enjoy opening them and then putting the sticker on the cap and then putting it correctly in where it needs to be organised in the box of colour schematics.
I'm so similar. Like, all of mine are organised in order of rainbow. So, so I've got 2 boxes. I don't know if I can probably show you, actually. I've got, there's a few missing. So I've got a few out that I'm actually using at the minute. If you can see, like, this is like my red to green side, and then I've got like, this is my like green to purple side.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of organise mine in order of
another box because I can't fit all mine in one box, so. But what I have found is I don't like to put in the box the ones where they don't have the official sticker for it.
Yeah. Oh, very pretty.
So
how have you got those ordered?
Purple to yellow. I don't know, just sort of like going in, sort of melding. I don't know.
Like, they look like pastel shades.
Yeah. But yeah, so some of them, if they're like from like the convention kit or the special ones like Island Mint and there's no sticker for it and you've got to write your own sticker, it upsets me that it's white with my handwriting on so it doesn't go in the box.
Yeah, no, I can understand that completely. So
not that any sort of OCD or anything like that.
I don't think you need to explain yourself to me, like, because I'm the same. Like, I've got one or two in that. So I've got my adaptive oil in one of my boxes that doesn't have a label on it, and I've got Star Anise that has a handwritten label on it. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. It does upset me as well. Like, I'd much rather have the branding
order of the oils and the colour scheme. Yeah.
I remember being really excited when I ordered some fractionated coconut oil stickers from Essential Oil Supplies, because doTERRA don't make fractionated coconut oil stickers. And when I was sending samples out to people to try the oils, and I would always send a little fractionated coconut oil out just if they were using it on their skin or to try it out. And it used to annoy me then that I had to put a handwritten label on. So I was really excited when I found that I could get one like the actual printed labels. So yeah, no, I understand the label love.
Label love. yeah.
So what was it about doTERRA oils that you felt like you wanted to try them? What was it that attracted you to wanting to use them?
But you sold them really well, and I don't know, they looked pretty, and then the samples smelt really nice, and the ones that I tried, like the samples that you sent, like wild orange and peppermint. I mean, like peppermint for like on my head for headaches and stuff was just amazing, and just that tingly feeling. And then rose oil in my moisturiser. Not that I can still yet afford to buy that, but yeah. And I don't know, and I just liked the offers and smells, and they looked nice, and I don't know, they just made me, just even looking at them makes me feel happy. So
yeah, I love that. And yeah, I can definitely relate to it in that, like, it's, for me, it's the purity of them that I really like.
yeah, well, that's it, with the purity and the distilling and stuff like that, and you know that the top grade, and they're not like, because you could go get some oils off like Amazon or like a beauty store and stuff, but they're just not the same quality. So
Yeah,
you don't
definitely.
want to, I can have quite sensitive skin and react to stuff, so I don't want to be putting on stuff that could be a bit dodge.
Yeah,
I'm coming out in a big reaction.
yeah, yeah. No, I understand that completely. And that's, yeah, that's definitely one of the things that attracted me to the oils, was the fact that they were pure. And I just like the idea of that, as well as the actual physical benefits that has as well. I just like knowing within myself that it's pure and that it's natural. I think that for me makes a huge kind of difference to like the value and the quality. So in terms of oils that you've been using so far, do you have any favourites? Have you got any that you really enjoy using that really work well for you?
Yeah, it depends. There's so many. I mean, so many.
We're not on a time frame, really, so feel free to just talk about which ones you like. Mm-hmm.
I just think it's really, especially the roll-on, because I do get like a bit of social anxiety before going out, even doing something like this. I just get a bit like flustered. Not for any particular reason, just do. But I really do find just putting some of this on and having a sniff really does. It calms me down. So that's really good. I suppose lavender and frankincense. I really like those. I have a diffuser in my bedroom, so I just put sleepy smells in that at night for nighttime to help me sleep, and they really do sort of like zen me out and calm me down and quiet my mind a bit more. I mean, lavender's a good one in that, frankincense, but then they're really good in your beauty sort of regime as well, for like spots, and like, you know, I've made my own face cream which have got lavender and frankincense in, and I just find them really soothing on the face.
That I absolutely adore, can I just say. I genuinely wear it every single day. It's like my new go-to moisturiser. It's really, really good.
But yes, I like those. It depends sort of like what mood I'm in as well. Because I've got a diffuser in the living room as well. So like if I want to be a bit more awake and perky and stuff, I'll go more towards like the citrus oils. Mixed in with, I found that because I've got like rosemary, marjoram and thyme as sort of like your herbaceous oils, and I do find that those mixed in with like a floral and something else are really good for calming as well, sort of just that sort of herby background smell.
It sounds nice.
Yeah.
Have you got any particular blends that you really like using the herbal oils?
What did I do the other day? I think it was geranium, rosemary, and bergamot, I think. Yeah.
Sounds
so I did
nice.
that. I think they might have that on that, the rest of that on now.
Oh, I bet that was actually.
So yeah. So then I like to use, and then I use mixed in with my like witch hazel for toner. I use either cypress or cedarwood because they're the ones that I've got that are good for that. Because they're supposed to help with like oily skin and stuff, which I do get. So I like to just add like 2 drops of that into my toner. Yeah, so many uses. Oh,
It sounds like you've found some really good practical uses for them, which is great because I think the fact that they smell nice is just one element to them. And I think when I started to really just fall in love with them and want them around me all the time was when I started to find the practical uses for them, and I started to find ways that they were actually like beneficial to my life and to my health, not just things that smelt really nice. And I think what I love about like, your journey into the oils and into using the oils is you've been quite creative with them so far, like on products and stuff. And
yeah,
I just
make I make like linen sprays and stuff with them. I've made my own. I made my own oven and grill cleaner with like just bicarb of soda and I think some like On Guard and then lemon and a drop of washing up liquid, and that worked as a really good oven and grill cleaner. Got rid of the grease and smelled nice and was detoxifying for my oven.
Would you mind sharing that recipe in the group? Because I'd really like to try that.
Yeah, I can do. Let me set a reminder, because otherwise I'll forget.
Because that sounds brilliant. Like the cleaning side of it is one that I'm just starting to kind of dip into a little bit more now. It was kind of cleaning side of it was kind of probably the last part of using the oils that I started to explore and learn about. But yeah, that sounds great, because one of the things that I've not found yet that I can use the oils to replace is oven cleaners. So if that works, I mean, I don't clean inside of my oven that often, to be fair, but if it works as like a decent hob cleaner even, like that'd be really good to try.
Yeah, I think you just need that like bicarb soda to go with it and splash of water. And it worked pretty well. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really good. But yeah, that's what I love about how you're using the oils, that you're just making your own recipes and playing around with them and being creative, because I think there's definitely like a lot of scope to have a lot of fun with them. And I love that about what you're doing. You've just gone for it really and just use them wherever you can. And I think that's brilliant, because I think that's where you start seeing the value in them as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely like with options. Like, what potions can I make today?
Lotions and potions.
Lotions and potions. I mean, I made homemade candles, solid perfume, linen sprays, air freshener. I have certain ones like I'll just have it in my water as like refreshing, just to help, just like the lemon and grapefruit and stuff. Might take like if my digestion's feeling a bit funny, I might have a capsule with some celery seed or fenelon or something.
Yeah,
because they're good for your digestion. Make roller balls of concoctions just to smother myself in.
Oh, it's brilliant. Like, yeah, I think once you start getting into it and you start realising and finding all of the different ways you can use them, it's just so much fun. It really is.
Definitely. And
like the creative possibilities with them are endless, really.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm really proud of like my face cream, because I now have like multiple people, including yourself, going, make more, I will pay for it. And I'm like, oh,
I would genuinely pay a lot of money for that cream. Like, seriously, just make loads of it and sell it. It's so good, especially the second batch that was like really creamy.
That's like the handheld blender.
It's the consistency, like the balance of the smell. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like, I would genuinely use it every day for the rest of my life as my just normal moisturizer. So you do actually need to just continue making that for every day. And just selling it to me, please.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. Might have to top up on some ingredients, but it's all good. Yeah.
So it's been lovely to talk to you today, and I really appreciate you bearing with me while I tried to sort out all of the technical stuff. If ever we do this again, well, yeah, I need to find a better system, I think, but I think if we do this again, I'll try and find a better way of us connecting and getting online. But I really appreciate you taking the time to come and talk to me and to share your experiences and how you're using the oils. It really means a lot to me, and I really appreciate you just like supporting the business and being a part of it as well. And I'm really glad that you're getting a lot of value and benefit from using the oil, like, because that just makes me feel really happy, and I'm really glad that I've been able to connect you with products that you really enjoy. So it's lovely to have you like in the groups and stuff. So thank you for just being a part of it.
Thank you for introducing me to them. And now I have too many. There's no such thing as too many if you don't have all of them.
No, there definitely is. There definitely is. But the wonderful thing is, like in the doTERRA network, there's no such thing as too many. But I do think sometimes if like, I'm going to say like normal people kind of listened to the way that like I talk about essential oils and like other people in the network talk about essential oils, like it, you know, it can be a problem, I think, if you're not too careful. But the main thing is, like, I think as long as you're just doing what works for you as an individual and like just getting what works for you and using what works for you, like that's amazing, because that's the whole point of it, really. It's about adding value to your own life.
Yeah, and one of my aims was always to do like my own creams and make things with them and stuff. So I was building up so that I had enough of different things to do that, and then with the other bits that you need, like your aloe vera gel and other stuff. And then I felt like I could be the complete creative maker of the things that I wanted to get out of it. So
yeah, amazing. That sounds incredible, and I would absolutely support you and advocate you doing that. And if there's anything I can do to support you in like making that happen, genuinely let me know, because I think you'd be incredible at it. And your products, the products of yours that I've tried are amazing, and I know the quality's there in the oils and the ingredients that you're using. So yeah, I'd say if that's what you want to do, just go for it. Like, what, you know, there's nothing stopping you.
There is not.
Awesome.
Oils.
So, oils. So, I'll probably leave it there for today, Lovey, unless there's anything else you want to talk about.
I don't. Well, I could talk about many things, but all right. I would just say this one surprised me. Console.
Oh, so I've heard a lot of people say I don't like it, but then I really like it.
Again, it's sort of like a herby weird. I don't know if it's something. I put it in the diffuser to try it because I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. Is that? Don't know my feelings on it. And then I diffused it, and it made me feel really cozy. And I don't know if it reminds me of back in the good old days of being a child when hippie shops existed all over the place, and that sort of just smell of like wood and incense and that sort of like cozy burning smell and stuff. And I think
it
it
sounds
must be that.
So I've only tried. It's one of the emotional aromatherapy oils, is that, and I've only tried. So I've got passion out of that kit, but I've only ever tried the others when I went to an event in Harrogate, and they were just passing them around the audience, so I just smell of it. But I've heard a couple of people say about Console that they just didn't like it, but then it grew on them, and they came to really like it. But I think I'm going to try. I think I might try some of the emotional aromatherapy blends next, actually, because I'd like to get the whole kit at some point. So I think you've inspired to make a start on that. That'll be my next venture to get all those.
It's a weird one, but I do like it.
I like that woody hippie incense smell though. Like it makes me feel comfortable. Like whenever I've like just that experience of like going into a hippie shop. Like there's one in Leeds called Global Tribe, and there used to be one in Keighley called, was it Crazy Cats or something?
Yeah, it was.
I think. Yeah, but like as soon as I go into a shop like that, I'm just like,
yeah.
And even if I don't buy anything, I'll just potter around.
That's why they all went
touching everything.
Because nobody ever bought anything.
People just went in and incense mulled around.
You felt guilty, so you bought some incense.
I'm just going to hang around in your shop for half an hour, but I'll buy a box of nag shampoo before I go for £1. But this has been a really nice experience.
Thank you. I'll come again and not buy anything.
Yeah. So another thing as well, like whenever I did that, I always used to feel like a need to say like, thank you, and I'm not going to buy anything today, but I've really enjoyed just being in your shop.
Yeah. Thank you for creating this space.
Yeah. Especially if they've got crystals in them. I mean, I don't know do you use crystals or anything like that?
No, I have got some crystals on my sideboard, but they're just more for like decorative purposes than anything else. So
yeah. So I kind of like I kind of sit on the fence of how crystals work and whether they work. Like to my mind, I think that they offer because they're quite stable, they're just like colourful rocks essentially. I think that if you're feeling a little bit like unstable within your mind, they can offer like just a piece of your environment that's quite stable, and I think that can be quite grounding. So I think in that sense they work in terms of like mental health grounding and emotional grounding. But I always really enjoy going into shops that have lots of crystals in them.
Yeah.
And I think it's that they just feel really like safe and stable.
Just like that they're shiny.
Yeah, they are really pretty. Yeah, they are definitely really pretty and colourful. So this has been lovely.
Yeah, it's lovely chatting to you.
I really enjoyed it, and yeah, if you don't mind sharing that blend, was it the blends that not the blend, sorry,
for the
oven cleaner recipe. If you wouldn't mind sharing that, that'd be amazing.
Very simple. I think I'll give some rough estimations, but just slop dash it in a bowl and job's a good one.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with the oils, like you can just use your intuition and play about with them. Like it's not going to do a lot of damage to just estimate measurements and things like that. So yeah, that'd be great if you wouldn't mind sharing it. And just thanks again for your time. It's been lovely. We enjoyed it. And it'd be lovely to have you on again if ever you want to.
Maybe I'll come up with some more concoctions.
Please do. You'll have to definitely like keep us updated on things that you're making and let us know how you're using the oils and how you're finding them. Like that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I will do.
You're happy to do that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Right, thank you, lovely. So have a nice rest of the evening.
Yes, you too.
And I'll speak to you soon.
Yes, you shall.
All right, take care. Bye.